Alright, you're going to have to bear with me with this video. It's going to be fairly long-winded. I'm going to do the start of it. I'm going to get to the good stuff real quick, but then there's a ton of other good stuff, but it's going to be long-winded, so I apologize. So, we're starting off back with this Notre Dame connection. Yeah, we just had the reopening of Notre Dame on the 127, okay, on the 7th of December, tying into the feast of Mary with the Immaculate Conception the following day on the 8th of December. Okay, this whole thing, yeah, this is Mary. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you a couple more things with just some of these connections that I wasn't able to do the other day. I've got some more fresh connections as well, and so oh dear, it's just a ton of stuff. So we're looking at Notre Dame here burning, okay, and the connection to Guy Ritchie's film Snatch, okay. So we're looking to the connection. So this is a bit of a play with the words here, but Guy Ritchie's Snatch at that time in his life, the Snatch that kind of belonged to Guy Ritchie was Madonna. Okay, that was his piece of snatch, to use the crude expression. Okay, so we're going to look at the actual film Snatch that was done by Guy Ritchie, but Guy Ritchie's bit of snatch was Madonna. Okay, this is the Virgin Mary burning here. This is the Madonna burning. Okay, all will become clear. Okay, so actually what we're going to do first is we're going to go to a quick scene in Snatch, and I'm going to explain as well that there's a ton of references to Notre Dame. Okay, there's more than I thought as well. Yeah, there's another good one, okay, with the film. So I think I'll do while we're on this scene here, we can see the spire going down. I want to just jump into the film and show you, well actually let me show you I Pet Goat here, and so this is the part where the cathedral's falling. This is Notre Dame. The spire is coming down here. Okay, and what you'll notice is, let's play, and you'll see in Jesus's eyes here, the flames burning. Okay, the flames in his eyes reflecting. Now I want to show you a clip out of Snatch. This is Mickey, who is playing the role of Jesus in the film. Actually, 88 Finis Temporis has got a good decode on Snatch, with all the Mary and Jesus symbolism with Brad Pitt and whatever her name is, Cusack, who plays Mickey's mother. Okay, so let's just watch this. So you can watch his eyes, and you can see the flames coming. Okay, that's with the caravan burning, that scene. The caravan burning is Notre Dame. That's Mickey's mother's caravan burning. That's Notre Dame burning. Okay, that is the Virgin Mary burning. Okay, then we've got the whatchamacallit plays, oh gosh, what I think of his name. Jason plays he's playing Turkish in this, and Turkish has his buddy Tommy, so they're kind of like twins in this because they wear the same coat. And here we've got him in the cross formation, about to be sacrificed as well, but fortunately Tommy saves him at this point. Now we have to remember as well here, let's just click forward a little bit. There's Tommy going to save him with a bluff. And then there's also the fruit machines here. Yeah, so we've got this hint of Vegas. Okay, this is their little business that they've got. Jesters, look, love it, love the clown reference there. Okay, and then we're moving into, let me play this right here. Here's the burnt. This is Notre Dame burnt, the Virgin Mary. Okay, or Mary. I don't really want to go too far forward. Let's see if we can go back just a little bit here. Let's see if he...
Jesus.
And then we have the reference to Jesus there. Okay. So, I mean, this is just the start of this, you know. What got me interested in this is in that last video, I mean, I was talking about Mickey being the fighting Irish, you know. He's this Irish pikey, you know, and his character brings to mind, well, if I could find the logo, it brings to mind this, the fighting Irish, the Notre Dame, the logo for Notre Dame. Well, you know, I didn't really want to. I didn't really want to dig on this, but I found something. I just happened to be looking for this logo, and I just happened to read. I just happened to go just a little further down with the with the reading here, and I saw this. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Where is it? Hang on. Darn it. Is it in this bit here? I can't remember where I saw it now. I'm sure it was in this bit. Here it is. Okay. So, look, check this out, right? The leprechaun was not always the official mascot of Notre Dame. Okay, for years, the team was represented by a series of Irish terriers. Okay, terrier dogs. The first, named Bricktop, looks like Sean Rue or something, okay? Like Shaun the Red. Bricktop, yeah? If you've not seen the film, okay, Bricktop is the baddie dude in the film, okay? Okay, let me see if I can get a picture of him real quick. I've got Snatch up. So Bricktop is played by, here we go, Alan Ford's playing Bricktop, okay? He's a 223, no doubt a 223 number. Okay, so we've got the 223, 322. Okay, but well, I don't know if I've got him. He's right here in the, if we look at this, this is Bricktop right here. Okay, he's the baddie dude that organizes fixed fights, fixed boxing matches, and he has the dog fights and all the rest of it. Okay, he's the local gangster. I don't know what to say apart from that was just mental finding that. Okay, so no doubt, you know, to me, you know, and there's other little bits in the film. I don't want to spend ages going through it, but you know, I can go to another. Well, I've got some points here written down. Let's back this up a second to what have I got here? Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, they're just talking. This is the gal that is playing, and she's got all the 4-9 numerology. She's the gal playing the Mary in this. Okay. Now look what Tommy does here. Look at this. Watch this. Hang on a minute. Let's back this up a little bit. Tommy pulls out of his coat here this bunch of flowers. But look at the bunch of flowers. Look at this bunch of flowers, right? Long spire shaped with fire-colored flowers. Spire shaped with fire-color flowers. Yeah. To me, it's just too close, you know, for the. Now, if I could get back on it, no, of course not. It's just too close for that, you know, the spire on fire. Yeah. So anyway, I don't want to spend a bunch of time on this, but you know, you can see that there's probably a shed load more references in this film. I know there's a ton of number plate stuff in here as well. There's 4 9s on number plates. We've got the 4-9 reference on one number plate, and then there's another. The number plate on these guys is Rolls Royce Range Rover, has a 135 on it, which is kind of interesting. With the date that we're going to be looking at with Madonna here in just a second, okay? Because this is all sort of tying together now with an upcoming date. And like I said, it's going to be all over the place. So that's kind of the connections back with Snatch. If I come across, we might have missed something here, but if we come across something, we might come back to this. But again, I believe it's kind of a play on words. Guy Ritchie's Snatch was Madonna, and Madonna ties into all this stuff. Let me show you something here real quickly with actually Notre Dame and some of the coordinates and other bits and bobs. So if we look at the coordinates, right, 48 degrees north, I'm not going to worry about the minutes and seconds, and then 2 degrees east. So we have the 248 reference in here with Notre Dame's coordinates to the 248 year Pluto cycle. Yeah, that is well interesting. Okay. And we'll come back onto this connection with 248 with Notre Dame. I mean, if we look at look at the width here, yeah, with the 48 meters, look at the length, yeah, read that length backwards. Don't read it backwards. This is the same as the 12th of the 12th. What am I saying? December the 8th. Okay, with this with the Immaculate Conception feast, right? Now check out tower height. Tower height 69 meters, which is 226 feet. Now 226, if we remember the 226th day of the year, ties back with 814, which ties back with the start of the Pluto cycle, which ties back with the start of Lucas numbers with this 128, which ties back to the 28 days before 9/11, which is what 814 is, 28 days before 9/11. Look at the spire height, 9/6, yeah? Michael J. Fox's birthday, yeah? Marty, okay? Look at this tying in with the 315 here, yeah? The 153 fish, yeah? The Vesica Pisces, that's a reference to the numbers, the sacred geometry, and the numbers that are involved. 153 is involved with the Vesica Pisces, yeah? The lips, the vagina, okay? Coming out of that thing. So yeah, super duper important references here, with the whole thing. Notice as well, if we just come back to this just for 1 second, also notice with this east coordinate, the 221, yeah? Super important with Madonna 221, okay, or 122, should I say, okay? All right, because this is actually going to be pretty important, because what we're going to do is, let me backtrack. I want to show you this back in this video I was talking about. This is the previous video I just did. I was talking about 12/12, that date for Madonna, the tie-in with 12/21 with Billy Idol, okay? And there was a mid-date between those two dates, between those two mirror dates. What the Vesica Pisces represents is the mirror, okay? So, obviously I mentioned 12/12, and then I said, of course, could be 12/21, or it could be the mid-date between these two dates as well as a potential. Anyway, I just happened to see some stuff on the 16th, which is really what got the ball rolling on this video. Because there's a shit ton of, sorry, pardon my French, but there's a shit ton of references to the 16th with Madonna. I mean, just some very interesting ones, right? So we're going to be looking at the 16th of December primarily, but there is a few little connections with the 17th. But we really want to focus on the 16th here. So that's where we're going. Why? Because that's a midpoint, just like the Hoover Dam is a midpoint between Billy Idol and Madonna as well. Okay, so this is what we're looking at, the 16th of December. Now stuff will start becoming clearer as we go through all these bits and bobs here. Like I said, there's an absolute ton of references to get through here. So what I want to do actually is I want to go Back to the Future really quickly. We'll talk about a little connection here first, because I just mentioned the 69 with the spire and tower height. Okay, and here's Marty jumping out of the DeLorean right before it's going to get hit with the train and be destroyed. Okay, and this train is the train that's similar, the locomotive that's in Who's That Girl? And Madonna scoots by it and narrowly misses colliding with this thing. Okay, she's in the Rolls Royce, the same as Marty narrowly misses the Rolls Royce towards the end of this film. Okay, now the DeLorean. The DeLorean is the moon, is the not so pure version of the moon. The moon is kind of our, when we take it and start tinkering with it, this is what happens. Okay, this is sort of the invention and the use of that, the metaphysical, to do things outside of what we're naturally supposed to do. Okay, so this is the idea of invention and technology and all these kind of ideas rolled into one. Anyway, this thing's about to be destroyed. This is Madonna. This is kind of like the Black Pearl at this moment. We've just had the other train, the 131 train, destroyed, which ties back with Madonna again. All these things with train tie back with Madonna's gematria, with the 2662 stuff. So this thing's about to be destroyed. Okay, now what I wanted to say was there's a really nice connection to the 16th of December and this particular vehicle, because this particular vehicle is kind of a knockoff of this particular vehicle. I could say it's a knockoff, but it, if you were to put in, let me show you what I want to show. Oh dear, oh dear. Of course, now I can't find the picture that I wanted. Right, here's the DeLorean. If you make that out with the Lotus Esprit, right? And Esprit, look at this, spirit. Okay, like the Holy Spirit, yeah. And then we've got the knockoff of the Holy Spirit over here, yeah, the DeLorean. Okay, the ugly duckling in comparison to the Lotus. Don't forget this Lotus. Okay, don't forget don't forget all the references to the lotus flower in I Pet Goat as well. Okay, so the lotus being destroyed, the lotus flower, or the ugly version of the lotus being destroyed. Okay, or the corrupted version, should I say. Okay, but this thing, both of these are designed by the same guy. This is probably why they look the same. This guy, I'm not even going to say his name. I don't know how the hell you pronounce that, to be quite honest. Italian guy, right? Look how many of these were produced. 718 produced. Okay, back with Sean Penn's birthday there. Madonna's first husband. Okay, but both designed by the same guy, and in fact, this guy engineered as well, pretty much by the same people as well, because what ended up happening with the DeLorean was they ended up basically getting, where's this guy here now, Colin Chapman, into basically re-engineer the whole thing. But obviously Colin Chapman is the founder of Lotus cars. Okay, so he's the founder of that company. Hence why probably he was brought in or was part of the whole behind the scenes thing with the DeLorean, because the designer and the engineer behind it were to do with Lotus, really. Okay. Anyway, there's a connection there. Look at the birthday here. There's our May the 19th. There you go, we seekers, another May 19th. Okay. And look at the death date. December the 16th. This is the date we're looking at now with Madonna. December the 16th. Wow, okay. And obviously you could probably go through some of these other numbers and everything else and find some more interesting stuff. But that was the connection I wanted to make, was this, the founder of Lotus, yeah, with all those lotus flowers in I Pet Goat. The founder of Lotus dies on this day, okay? And the DeLorean is essentially built and designed by Lotus, realistically. He's already designed this thing, and then they build the DeLorean. So, and don't forget the DeLorean again, back with the Irish connection, yeah? Super important. Again, the DeLorean's built in Ireland, okay? So we have this Irish connection again. Right, where do I want to go from here? So hopefully you've got that, you've got that connection there now, right? We've got the connection with the Bricktop dog with Notre Dame. We've got the fighting Irish connection with Notre Dame. We've got the caravan burning in Guy Ritchie's Snatch. Okay, so we've got all these connections. We've got the flames in the eyes of the Jesus in I Pet Go, the same as Brad Pitt. So lots of nice connections. Where am I going to go now? I'm going to show you some other stuff that I thought was interesting, which was, I think I was listening to this. I was listening to Disco Inferno. And Disco Inferno, the song by the Tramps, yeah? Remember all the stuff with Supertramp? Remember the connections there with 9/11? And obviously Disco Inferno also references back to a tower burning. We're going to go on with, well, in fact, it shows you right here the Towering Inferno. Okay, the film. We're going to go to that in just a second. But I just wanted you to look at side B on this. Well, what I was about to say was this song is in Saturday Night Fever. Yeah, and Saturday Night Fever obviously has a ton of 9/11 references in it. Not to mention, that's funny. Me and my wife just got a new mattress. I was just thinking about that because they have the mattress on top of the car. This is really funny because actually, when did we just buy that new mattress? Don't tell me it was on the 12th. What day was the 12th? I can't remember now. Anyway, it might have just been before the 12th. I've just got a new mattress. The reason why I just bring this up now is just thinking about personal references. But in the film, me and my wife's wedding song happens to be in the clip where John Travolta and whatever her name is going across I think it's the Brooklyn Bridge, where the Twin Towers would be in the background there, which is really interesting because our wedding song, not picked out, just by coincidence, happens to be that same song that's playing, How Deep Is Your Love, which is nuts because we just got a new mattress just the other day. And they've got the mattress on the top. I'm sure it's a mattress on top of the car or something like that. Anyway, and I think the mattress was something like $330 something. I don't know. My mother-in-law got it for us. Crazy stuff. But anyway, this is in the soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever with the Odyssey, with the 2001. So there's just a ton of 9/11 references in that film. Again, go watch 88 Finished and Porous. He's got all the stuff on that, And actually, one other thing in that film, he sat on the train, sort of on the underground train, train coinciding with Madonna. And there's a sign in the background, and I'm sure it says something like "Go to Mia" or something. It's something like "Go to Miami," but it just reads "Go to Mia." And of course, in Pulp Fiction, who does he end up with? Who he's dancing with again, kind of like in Saturday Night Fever. He ends up dancing with Mia Wallace, the wall ace. Yeah. Ah dear. And then we have the whole scene with where she ODs, and we're back to Madonna with that scene because of Rosanna Arquette in it, and we're back to the Future with that scene, which ties back to Marty with Eric Stoltz. I mean, it's absolutely flipping mental, really. Anyway, all the connections that tie back together. Anyway, this whole thing with Disco Inferno, right? Look at the release date. This is Brad Pitt's birthday, by the way. It's also got the same numerology as our 128 for the other day. You touch my hotline. Yeah, my hotline. Okay, let me show you something from Back to the Future. Here's the hotlines. You touch my hotline, okay? The line that's on fire from the lightning, the lines from the back of the DeLorean, hotlines. Right. I just thought that was interesting with the idea of Disco Inferno and the burning, the burning of the tower. But anyway, what else did I want to share with you out of here? There was something interesting. Yeah, so this connection with Brad Pitt with his birthday. I'm pretty sure that was Brad Pitt's birthday. Let me just double check. I think I'm still up here. Yeah, let's see. Come on, Brad. Oh no, it wasn't Brad Pitt's birthday. My mistake. He's the 18th. He's the 18th of December. Okay. I can't remember what I was thinking. There was something for the 28th though. I'm pretty sure it probably was another birthday that was in. It might have been another birthday that's in the film actually. There's just too many dates for this because, well, we've got the same numerology anyway. But we're over to the film now. Okay, Towering Inferno. Okay. Look at the release date. This is why I bring it up. Again, we're back to the 16th. And it's 165 minutes runtime. Okay, which is kind of interesting because if we can do the 165-minute jump, okay, it goes from 7/4 through to 12/16, 165 days, which is fascinating because of the this idea of the beginning of America and the end of America. Okay, so the beginning and the end again, maybe with another reference with Madonna here with 165 days, Towering Inferno. Anyway, there's other interesting things in here, like we've got the list of people that's starring. Steve McQueen at the top. Steve McQueen. Got anything interesting on him? Dates are interesting here. March the 24th is well interesting because, again, let me just show you this. If I've got it up here, where is it? Where are you, bugger? Come on. Oh dear, oh dear. You see, this is the problem. I got too many. Right, so bear that in fact. March the 24th. Check this out. Let's go down here. Where is it? I've gone by it, haven't I? Oh, groundbreaking. Look at this. 861 years ago. We're going to get onto this in a minute because of the connection with Madonna there. Reading that backwards. 168, her birthday, okay. But I'm sure. Here it is. March the 24th. Founded. Okay. 1163. March the 24th, 1163. Yeah, the Queen. The Mac Queen. Okay. And then we've got the laying of the cornerstone a little bit later, which will probably coincide with some kind of connection to Christ, maybe, but founded. Okay, so that's pretty mental. And then we've also got another May the 19th in here with the consecration. Okay, and again with the 182 numerology in there as well. So this is pretty mental. And obviously the relics that are held, you know, the crown of thorns idea and the true cross idea, you know, pretty interesting, right? Anyway, I got a number jump for that one. I think I might have a number jump for this other one as well in here, the March the 24th one. I think that's interesting with Madonna. Let's have a look real quick while we're. It's a great big number jump. This might be here. Yeah, March the 24th, 1163. Hopefully everything's in there right through to this date. 861. Yeah, Madonna's birthday. 822. If you read that whole number backwards, yeah, 228, the 228th day of the year, yeah, I'm pretty sure is Madonna's date, apart from in a leap year. It's changed this year to 229. But in a normal year, you know, if we look at August the 16th, you'll see it's the 228th day of the year. Also note the 137 numerology here, okay, with the tie back with the ear wound with Donald Trump. And also, it needs to be mixed around the other way for the St. Patrick's Day, but there are some connections with St. Patrick's Day here in a minute. So anyway, but yeah, so that's that number jump. Yeah, 228 16 8. It's got her birthday stuff right here. Fascinating, isn't it? From the start, from the founding, I guess the founding of that church through to, you know, this particular date. That's pretty mental. And I've got another big number jump. Where the hell is that one as well? Because I want to show you that. I know we need to show you two more number jumps there. Let's show you this other big one. Okay, from that 519 consecration, look at this as well. This is pretty interesting because with the beginning of America, we were dealing with the 248-year return of Pluto. Now check this out, 842. So 248 reversed, and then we've got 202 for our days, but that just happens to be 6 months, 18 days. Just read it backwards. Yeah, 816, August 16th, and then 248. And look at all the 3 sevens here. Yeah, look at the 3 sevens in the number jump there. That's pretty mental as well. Okay, so that's crazy, and we've got the 19th of May in here again for We Seek People. Okay, so that's crazy. But obviously, remembering the 3-7 stuff, especially with St. Patrick's Day, yeah, 317, man, that is crazy. So, where to go from here? What were we talking about? I can't even remember now. Okay, so on the fighting thing, let me just, while I'm here, let's just go with this recent Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. He kind of got the look of the Irish dude here, Jake Paul, with his hair and his beard. But that's not really what I'm thinking about here when I, you know, we could go through some of this. We can pick out some numbers that tie back to Madonna. We can pick out some dates that are interesting. I'm just going to pick one thing out, right? Tyson, okay, and chicken, right? Tyson is one of the biggest like meat distributors, I guess, and Tyson chicken, they're well known for chicken. Tyson is, okay, so I wouldn't surprise me if they're one of the biggest chicken producers in the world. Okay, chicken, Madonna's surname, Ciccone, right? Ciccone. Let me show you something. Oh bloody hell, that's even more stuff. I'm going to go back to the thing here in a minute. Hang on, back this up. We're going to be here all night. Birthdays. Let's go. Let's back. Why would it do I haven't even had time to even really look at all this stuff properly. But oh yeah, Beethoven in the film Saturday Night Fever. We also have the Fifth Symphony. We have a fifth of Beethoven. Okay, as one of the songs in the soundtrack. That's pretty interesting as well. I haven't even gone and looked at that song to see if there's any connections back with Madonna, but obviously this date, this is the birthday's on the 16th of December. Jane Austen. Oh dear. Okay. I think that Jack Hobbs actually had some connections as well. You can almost Arthur C. Clarke again with 2001: A Space Odyssey. Oh, it's just mental. I tell you, maybe he's in Deaths. Oh dear, he might be in Deaths actually. The guy that I want. Benny Anderson, right out of ABBA, and Madonna does with all the alarm clock references. She does a song, and I think it's Hung Up. Got it up here. Yeah, here it is. Let's go to this real quick. Hung Up. It's October the 17th. But in this music video, I'm pretty sure she's in a dance studio, a bit like John Travolta's other half practicing in the dance studio. So there's this connection back again, and there's a sample in it from ABBA, which is interesting. And Gimme Gimme Gimme, A Man After Midnight, that song. Okay, and Hung Up, Time to Be Hung Up, Strung Up, Hanging Up, Given Up. Okay, this is kind of interesting with the connections back to the dancing, Saturday Night Fever, ABBA, A Man After Midnight. Just crazy stuff. Anyway, what was I at? We were on this. What else was in here? Of course, I've not even sat and just gone through it slowly to see, because a lot of the time they have people down, just in there that is. We're going to talk about this gal in a minute, because this connects back with. Hang on a minute. Who else we've got in here? Oh, this guy's just one up the road from me. Hi, Wickham. I don't know. This guy, I don't know. That's probably something to look at later. I can't be bothered with it right now. But anyway, okay. Right, this. Let's just do this girl right now while we're on it. I guess I said Christine Ritter. Okay, actress. Okay, great. Okay. 42. Great. What we're looking at is this name here. She's playing Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones. This is interesting with Apartment 23 as well. Jessica Jones, because I'll show you 23 in just a second. Jessica Jones. Let's go back. This is like I said, we're going to be all over the place with this. No. What am I doing? Hang on a minute. Where's it gone? I can't, Disco Inferno. Where's the blooming thing gone? Sorry guys, I completely lost where I was at on this now. This is what makes it painful, is when I have to do these bits where I lose. It was actually right here, because we were talking about Steve McQueen. There's the 117 again. Gimme Gimme A Man After Midnight. Hung Up. 117. Steve McQueen. And interestingly enough, Paul Newman was in Cars. He's got Lightning McQueen on Route 66, which happens to be all the Eclipse references, and then Paul Newman, who is also in that as well as Lightning McQueen's. He's Doc in it, okay? But anyway, look, Jennifer Jones. And let's look at the death date, December the 16th. So we've got this gal tying us back to this character, back to the film, and also back to the 16th with this Ritter girl. So this is mental. I mean, it's just stuff like this. It's just like, oh dear, we're going to be going around in circles on this one. I know it. And there's a ton of people in this. A ton. Even O.J. Simpson's in it. I mean, a lot of these people I've talked about before, but you know what? I'm not gonna. If you go and look at the birthdays and everything, there is a ton of interesting birthdays and whatnot in there. But what I want to show you is this film is based on the tower. Check this out. Look at the tower here, the red monolith. Look at the eclipse on it, man. I mean, it's just mental. By this character, Richard Martin Stern. Look at the birthday. 3/17. It's St. Patrick's Day. Yay! And look what we have on the other end of that. The 131. Halloween 131 with the 131 train and the connections with Madonna 131. I mean, she's got a load of things that tie to 131. So this is mental. Obviously there's a huge connection back with 9/11 with all this, And I know there's people that have talked about this film with the reference back to 9/11. The tower's on fire. Yeah. 16th of December, 165 there was interesting, wasn't it? So we did that 165, takes us back to the beginning, yeah, 7/4. And let's look from Madonna's birthday now, how many days we are. Okay, 122 days. Here's our 122 that I keep always going on about, 122 with Madonna. Okay, this is the October the 22nd train going over like in Back to the Future. Again, 17 weeks, 3 days. Yeah, 3/17. St. Patrick's Day. Okay. What else we got here? This was interesting. From the Hoover Dam through to that date. This is the Hoover Dam's birthday. It's the 30th of September, along with Eric Stoltz, yada, yada, yada. But 77. 7/7. 7/7's 49. 7/7. Here, let me show you something else with the idea of the tower. Okay, this is the Trump World Tower. Okay, look how tall this thing is. 861. Wow. Okay. I forgot to mention that book also. The whatever that last book we were just looking at that the film was based off of. Had 300, I think it was 343 pages, just like the reference in to the 343 with the tank in GoldenEye. Okay, and we've got a couple of little GoldenEye references coming up as well, or at least one reference. Anyway, look at this. 72. That's 7 and 2 is always to do with the twins that are in Lucas numbers is 7/7 and 2/2. So when we see a 2/2, like the 202 we just saw, or a 7/7, those are the twin numbers that are in the Lucas cycle. Okay, so it's pretty important with this whole thing with Pluto. Okay, because of course, Pluto is heavily referenced in the Lucas cycle, and so check out the measuring 77 by 114. I just did the 12/12 date for Madonna. So obviously 100, I should say 140, 144. 144 with the 12/12, okay? Sorry, it's always late when I'm doing these. It's 1 o'clock in the morning nearly. And again, the slenderness ratio, 11/1. 11/1. So we've got the 111. The 3 towers again. Yeah, again a reference back to the Queen, okay? And to 9/11. Oh yeah, completed in 2001. Great, nice. I feel like I got something for. What did I have for 750? I had something for 750. I can't remember what it was now. Don't worry about it. But we can probably go through here and find a whole bunch of more, interesting stuff as well. But I just can't be bothered. Okay. But this connection with Trump and Madonna, I thought it was interesting to reference his, one of his towers here, and a connection. We've got that connection with her and him in the. There was something for. What was the hell? I don't know. Anyway, I'm losing track of what I'm doing here now. So what else did I want to mention? Was there something else in this film that I wanted to mention with the Towering Inferno? 233 in here. There was probably some more interesting birthdays in there. I'm pretty sure there was a couple more. There was definitely a couple of birthdays in here that tied to Madonna. I think I'm going to round it off here now soon. What do we have here? Oh, from the eclipse through to this date here, okay, through to the 16th, from the eclipse day, the X is 252. Now, at the start of Back to the Future, obviously there's the 825 reference, but there's also several other 25 references at the start of Back to the Future. And the 2552, this number here is a reference to the. It's almost like a yin and yang number to do with the cup of Christ. I'd have to draw it out, but 25 is the cup empty or the cup flipped one downwards, and then 52 is the cup flipped upwards. So if you've seen my videos before, previous videos, you'll know what I'm talking about with the 2552 cup of Christ. Yeah, just use digital numbers, stick these 25 together, and you'll see it makes a cup. Yeah, like a wine glass. Yeah, the chalice, the cup of Christ, and 52 is it just flipped round or up as a container again. So this is an interesting number for sure. We've got 88 in here as well with 8 months, 8 days. So pretty interesting. And then we've got 36 weeks of 36 here with the full cycle, 360. So again, pretty interesting. What gives us for the numbers here? Oh yeah, prime number. The 252nd prime number is 1601. Again, that number is the start. 161 is the start of. Dear, it's the start of the numbers of phi, okay, which contains Madonna's birthday, okay. So that's well important for sure, and we could probably, I could talk about 319. I could talk about 197 as well for that composite number. Anyway, we're not going to do that because we'll be even longer. Okay, I'm trying to think what else do I have here. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, I'm starting to get a headache, so I gotta call it a night. I did have some other interesting number jumps with. We've done what are these number jumps here? 9/11 through. Oh yeah, let me show you 9/11 through. Okay, so that with that Back to the Future with Marty jumping out. Remember, I just mentioned the 23. Can't remember what we mentioned the 23 with. But again, 96 days after 9/11, 96, yeah. And Marty, yeah, Michael J. Fox has the 96th birthday. So this is pretty cool, with the connection with 9/11 and Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox, and again, coming up to this date. So that's pretty mental. What else do we have here? We got a 272 numerology here, 2072, which was from when Notre Dame burned through. Okay. Again, if we look at the months, 68 months, 1 day, which again is Madonna 186. Okay, just scrambled up, but yeah, it's just kind of interesting. I'm gonna call it there. I think that's gonna be it. Done those number jumps. Done those number jumps. We did that one. We've done that big one. We've done everything apart from we haven't really looked at the actual date itself. So the 16th into the 17th. And look at the 153 here. If you read this in reverse, 351st day of the year in reverse, 153, the Vesica Pisces again. And I'm going to go back to this because there is something interesting that ties to the dollar bill as well in just a second. And also 105 days from 9/11 is Christmas. Okay, so this is why 105 is always super duper important. Obviously I have Levi's 501. Okay, the Levi, the levy, the dam with the Billie Jean. Let's go back to this because I got to show you some more stuff in here. So we've had this old girl. Oh, it's apartment 23. There's the 23 right there now. We want to go to. Hang on a minute, how do I get out of this? I don't know what the hell I'm doing here now. Back it up, Dan. Well, number. Let's just click on this dude a second. Oh, the white. Oh, no doubt we've got to mention Lotus. The Time Traveler's Wife. I feel like I've seen him in a film. Excuse me. Yeah, I felt like I've seen him in something, but I don't know what. Anyway, how it ends. Oh my laugh. Back that up anyway. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, anyway, we want to go to deaths. Sorry, because there is one important thing, like a couple of important things I want to show you with the deaths. Grim. Fairy tales. Fairy tales. Come on. Where is it? Here we are. Okay. Okay, we've got the the man behind the curtain. Okay. So this is interesting. With the connection to, I don't know if you've ever seen this connection before. The connection to this dude looking a bit like, there's just some kind of connection with the Wizard of Oz. Okay, and him looking like the Wizard of Oz. But again, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken. The Ciccone. Yeah? The chicken. This chicken reference. Okay? Madonna Ciccone. Okay, and Back to the Future. But just before the Hoover Dam scene in number 2, we have the reference to the chicken. And the dude even plays a little bop on his little electronic pad thing. Okay, so there's the chicken reference again. Okay, like Tyson. Here's Colin Chapman. Yeah, Lotus Cars. Okay. Oh, and this. Oh, blimmin' hell. Sorry, we're gonna have another 10 minutes here now. This dude, Sylvester James. Okay, singer-songwriter. Okay, well, what's important about this? I'm going to show you in just a second. And what else have we got down here? Oh, there's a roo like that dog. That's interesting. 68. Sorry, that dog. I'm pretty sure the dog was Sean Rue, which was the bricktop mascot for Notre Dame. Okay, I'm just picking out stuff that What have we got? Was there anything else? Oh dear, oh dear. There is one more thing as well with weddings and divorces. I've got to show you that as well because it's well interesting. It's just a nice tie back. But anyway, Sylvester James. Okay, this chap. Okay, let me show you this because Madonna just brought this out. It's 5. Where is it? Oh, here it is. 519 was on. So this is the Live to Tell thing that I was talking about in the last video. That ties back to Sean Penn because of the film At Close Range. Who's also in the film? None other than Christopher Walken, and in the Madonna music video, Live to Tell, Bad Girl, is Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken is 331 with his birthday, which was Easter this year, so we have this connection back with Christ. Christopher Christ Walker, like Luke Skywalker. Anyway, on the Immaculate Collection album, she has made Live to Tell 519 long, and she just re-released sort of a version of this from her tour. Okay, and this is the song, and she's got loads of victims of AIDS, okay, that died, right? And let me show you this, right? What is going on here is she's sort of fading between people here. Now, the reason why I thought this was interesting was because if we watch the actual thing and look where it starts fading from this guy here, from what the hell's his name? Because we'll go to him in just a second. Gabrielle Turpin or Tuprin? I don't know. Gabrielle Tuprin. Anyway, where it changes from this guy, we want to look at our timestamp, right? We're starting at 3:26. That's interesting, isn't it? Back to the bridge. Okay, but where it starts changing through and finally changes through, okay, and we've just about lost him, is 3:30 right here. Okay, and in fact, if I just got a hint of the shadow still there, it's disappeared at 3:31, which was Easter this year. So we've gone from that Tuprin guy through to this guy. Okay, let's go look at Tuprin. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, Gabriel Trupin. Trupin. Okay, that looked like that was spelt differently on the. I might just go back to that because this says Trupin. Hopefully this is the same guy. It does say, look, about Ambition World Tour, about documentary Madonna. It's got to be the same guy, doesn't it? Anyway, I think it's got the right date, 69 to 95. We'll double check in just a second. September 19th. Okay, that's interesting with the Queen. That's the Queen's funeral date. And obviously 199. If we go, I'm not going to go to the table, but it's an important number again. Within, I think it's in the Lucas number row. Damn it. Oh, well, just bring it up. Yeah, look, it's number 11. Because this is all stuff to do with the Queen. 8, 9, 9, 11 down here, and the 199. So that's a 211 reference. Okay. Anyway, so that it's in Lucas numbers. So that's interesting. Anyway, this dude. Look at this. The 15th of December. So this is the day before the 16th. He dies on. So he's dying on the day before the 16th, and they're fading through from that guy through to this guy. Let's just back that up a second. Yes, it is the same guy, but it is spelt different. To Prin, as what it says in the whatever that was there. Let's go back a little bit. 69 to 95. Yeah, they've got it spelled Tuprin. That's pretty good for me. I'm pretty dyslexic. And they got Tru True Pin, which is pretty interesting with the reference back to the pine, which is it's the penis. Anyway, I thought I'd just mention that. I think that was all I was going to mention, wasn't it? So, and of course, we go through to that. We're going through to this guy. So let's click through. We're going through to this Sylvester guy. Yeah, 47 to 88, and we've got the date for Easter going on within the music video. You know, because this is released on YouTube, I guess, first and foremost. And look at the total length as well, the 529 there, and obviously it'd be 530 on the thing. So there's some links there back with it's JFK, and maybe, I'm not 100%. I can't remember if Clint Eastwood's the 31st or the 30th of May. I can't remember. Anyway, I can't remember what I was going to say now. This dude, yeah, he is dying on that day, on the 16th. Okay, so again, oh, and he's a 9, no doubt, he's a 9-6 as well. Oh dear, coming through to the 16th. So I just thought it was interesting. I'm going to call it there, because otherwise my head is starting to really hurt. Okay, let me leave it there. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I've missed here? No, that's got to be it, innit? It's got to be. What have we got here? Oh, it's blooming McDonald's from the other day there. Yeah, let's call it a day. Anyway, we got that little bit in with that whole thing from from her. What links to that? Is there anything in here that I wanted to talk about? No. I did want to mention Lucky Star, because that does show up in whatchamacallit, with Vinnie Jones, and I guess that's another nice little Jones reference there. Well, I'm leaving it there because I'm just wiffly waffling now. Yeah, let's just leave it there. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will catch on another one soon. Hopefully that wasn't too long. Alright, cheers, bye.